getting drinks, so we're gonna have 5 more minutes. 5 minute warning. Okay, 5 minutes. You good? You good with that? For my theater kids. Thank you, 5. All right, bye.
This is the
fifth
annual Roast of Worcester. Neither of us have been extrajudiciously killed by police yet.
It's honestly amazing.
A modern miracle.
I think it's my blue eyes and blonde hair.
That could be it. Yeah, that could be it. That could have something to do with it. Wait a second. Does the color of your skin affect the way that people treat you?
Sometimes.
Hold on.
And I just want to say I'm sending all of my love out to you right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it. The only Roman salutes allowed here tonight are tributes to my puppy dog, Roman, everybody. He's at home roasting the cat. I'm Brian O'Donnell. This is Sean Connolly.
Hello. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah.
Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause tonight.
Yes.
This is for a great cause. We're raising money for Trans Lifeline tonight, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Before we started, we were over $1,600. So great job, everybody.
Great job, everybody.
It's your money.
And you're counting on us to donate it. Let's see if we do. We're going to ask Candy Merrill Carlson if it's okay. It's a gamble. I do. We did announce this in the days leading up. Whoever has donated the most amount of money by the end of the night tonight can come up on stage and say one swear into the microphone. So I just want to say we have to check the numbers before we started tonight. Before we got here, the highest bid was $100, and it was Doug Arbiter. So. I'm assuming he's gonna say at least one swear.
We have a tie. Someone else,
then they get to do it, of course. But we think we're at 100 right now.
I think
right?
that's the biggest one.
Okay, if you think you donated more than $100, or if you want to donate more than $100 before the end of the show, just come see Sean or I.
We'll give you that swear.
Yeah, one swear. And again, if you're gonna say a slur, please make it a slur that applies to you. Okay. We just want to make sure that we're in a clear area.
Also, Italians is fine.
Italian's totally fine. Italians, yeah.
You can do Italians.
They don't count, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of words for Italians that aren't slurs, actually.
Actually, I can't think of it.
No.
Mom? It's kind of a slur.
Yeah, it has a little cut to it.
Yeah, the way I said it.
Yeah. Ma! That's more, yeah.
Yeah.
We're really excited to be here tonight. Has anyone been to the roast before? All right, most of you guys. Has anyone their first Roast of Worcester that they've ever been to? All right. So this is how it's gonna go. We have a bunch of roasters that are gonna come up here tonight.
They can come up, guys. Come up. Just come on and give it up for the roasters, everybody.
Yeah. Come on up onto the dais.
We'll acknowledge you.
Yeah.
We'll acknowledge you. Don't worry.
We have a dais this year. And basically, they're each going to come up to the mic and they're going to say really terrible, awful things about city officials, public people, private citizens, their friends and loved ones here in the crowd. No, I don't.
Who's that?
Who is that?
I can't.
No, everyone's up here.
I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
That's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Who? Is there anybody? I can't see who that is. Who is that?
It's like, can you say your name, sir? Oh.
No, we didn't forget you, Eric.
We didn't forget we. No, we.
No, I mean, you didn't.
That's crazy. Because I see a bunch of people up here. Oh, there is an extra seat. No, did you guys do
that's not. That's yeah. That's for Elijah.
Ridiculous.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing here? I'm at the roast. Yeah.
Can you?
Because I deserve to be here. I deserve to be here because I'm good at this. Nice fucking shirt.
That's a nice shirt. That is a nice shirt. What?
What?
This is Eric Gigas Franco.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get to it. I deserve to be here
Why?
I'm really good at roasting.
Okay.
I'm really. Hey, sir. I like your face. It's killing me.
Damn it. That was good.
Well, it's good.
We
I
said
also a couple things. Yeah. What? No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
we expressly said that no candidates were allowed to roast tonight.
Okay. So, did you just spoil my announcement?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you just?
Okay, sorry. You didn't want to. You didn't want it to.
Well,
get
hold
out
on.
there?
Before. Okay.
You
All
don't want people
right.
to know
Right.
about
Before.
it?
Okay. All right. Hold on. Does anyone want to hear me speak? Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.
A country.
All right. I will speak.
A country
I
divided.
will speak. I just need to know, and I got something to say. Where's my jacket? My jacket has my notes in it. Where's my jacket?
I don't. This is the first time seeing you in
Where's
like
it?
a long time.
My notes are in my jacket. Can I borrow your jacket? Can I borrow? Just give me your jacket. Just give me your jacket. Also, this thing too. They're like, oh, you can't fucking swear. Only one swear. I'm gonna fucking swear like crazy.
I didn't think that people were gonna see my arms. Okay.
Like a shit. I'm gonna swear like a fucking shit. I'm gonna swear all shit night.
Again, these are illegal swears right now because you have not donated.
Where the fuck are my notes?
Okay, come on. This is actually supposed to be a family
This isn't
show.
gonna work. All right.
Hey,
What?
Eric,
Is it a
stop
family
making
show?
sense.
Okay. All right.
It's
my time. I have a fucking announcement.
Okay, what is it? Just hurry up.
Okay.
We have a whole show.
I know. I am Eric James Yankus Franco, Mr. Worcester, and I am running for mayor. Thank you so much.
That's great.
Thank you. Yeah.
Great.
Thank
That's
you.
really
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
We're very happy for you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You-
I would
you-
like to take this time, talk a little bit about the things that I'm proposing. Number one,
Eric.
very excited. Yes, number one, curved parking spaces. Right? Curved parking spaces. Pretty good.
Eric, this
Yep.
is a roast. This is one, not a campaign event. Two.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm
Not
gonna get
welcome.
into. I'll roast. I'll roast. Another reason that I am campaigning is because I want to show my fucking ex-wife that I can finish a thing. And oh my god, guys, it's true though. It's true because if I had $100 for every time she said it, it's just- you know.
You couldn't even finish that.
All right.
Yep.
Well, okay. I also I need a place to stay,
Okay. Okay.
and I feel like
Wait, hold on a second.
if you become
Wait,
mayor,
yeah, no,
you can
okay, I know where
stay
this is
there.
going. You don't get to live at City Hall if you're mayor.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that. That is not allowed.
It's like all marble, too.
Then
It's like
why
comfy.
would anyone become mayor?
I mean, that's an excellent
great
question.
question.
Yeah, that's really, really good question.
Right, then,
Uh,
I don't know. Maybe this is a loss for me then.
I mean,
Overall,
did you get any signatures to get on the ballot?
you have to get signatures to get on a ballot.
Oh, god damn it.
What the fuck's a ballot?
All right.
Do you want to? Did you want to say any
No, I'm
roasts
just
about people, or I mean, I feel bad now. If you wanted to roast anybody, you
No,
could.
I think I'm just gonna. I think
Oh,
I'm
come on.
just gonna be done. I think I'm just gonna be done. I think I'm just gonna be done. I don't want to do any more. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't think anyone's having fun. Are you guys having fun? Is anyone having fun at all? Ah, nice hat, you fucker! All right, I'm just fucking around. Let me sit.
All right. Well, don't vote for Eric this year, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Eric, for coming. Yeah, Eric Yankus Franco, everybody, Mr. Worcester.
Mr. Worcester himself. Oh. We got a lot of people. Should we address the folks that were sitting behind us on the
I think
dais
we
here?
should. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm missing a button. Oh, thank you, Liz.
That's not a good roast. Don't do that.
It's only just embarrassing. You got it for me? He leaves. Yeah, I know.
I really don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this is a weird start.
This is still the best roast we've ever done so far. But I thought it was going to be a little better.
Yeah, I mean, I got Brian. This is Brian O'Donnell, everyone. Brian, I don't know if you know this, but he's a big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. And it shows because when he ate, he always leaves no crumbs.
Work.
I served on that one.
You're just being a C word. This is Sean Connolly. You're going to hear a lot of people tonight. No, give it up for Sean. Don't do that. You're going to hear a lot of people tonight saying that Sean is gay. And honestly, that's a roast on gay people. So,
yeah. I'm not doing anything for your community. Doug Gurdon will be here later. He didn't want. He's a coward. Didn't want to come up here. Doug, just say hi. Oh, he's in the bathroom. He currently lives in Douglas, actually, and he's lived in Whitensville, and is actually moving to a small hamlet in the Cape called Hard Arsville. It's a secluded community.
I don't have anything to say about Doug Gurdon. We're currently in litigation.
Yeah, it's not smart too. Molly O'Connor, give it up for Molly O'Connor, everyone.
Molly actually just started a new Substack. Everybody, yeah, pop culture Substack, which if you don't know is like OnlyFans for fucking dorks.
Yeah, it's like whatever we all need right now is just another white woman's opinion, you know? Camo is here. Camo, comedian, very funny, plays here all the time. Camo is actually just an Edward Gorey character all grown up. Yep. Yeah, you're too young. Yep. And that hurt.
I also don't have anything to say about Cam because he is representing Doug in our litigation.
Liz Dufresne.
No.
You have anything to say about Liz?
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Liz uses they, them hairstyles. So.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. Liz still lives in Quincy Village, right? You grew up there, lived there to this day. Participating in an age-old Worcester custom of living in their parents' house until they die, inheriting it, and then complaining about property tax.
Oh.
Tale as old as time here in Worcester. Doug Arbiter's here.
Oh, yeah.
It's his birthday.
Happy birthday.
57. Can you believe it?
Wow.
He looks great.
Terrible. Looks like shit. Doug is Worcester's most famous turf. Yeah. Huh? And in this case, it stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical F slur. So
say it, he says.
Nope. That's what me and Doug's litigation is about.
Yeah, Doug Doug is really smart, and you probably know that because he told you. Guys, Bill Shaner's here.
Yeah.
Some people refer to Bill as a gonzo journalist, but that's really only because he likes to fuck chickens. Honestly. Bill is like, I think he's our best journalist in the city, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's like 3.
Sorry.
So it's not.
Yeah, Bill's on Substack also. He's actually ranked just ahead of, in controversy, of Casey Anthony on Substack journalists. So, yeah. Congrats, bud.
Sam Mensa's here. Sam Mensa. Very funny. He's prolific. He does everything. He models, he acts, he writes, he raps. Hey, have you ever heard him rap? He has bars, and the WPD is trying to get him behind those bars.
Yes, Sam's our DEI hire. No, sorry. If it makes you feel any better, when we contacted you, I thought you were going to be our DIE hire. Yeah, guys, it gets fucking real up here, okay? Sometimes I say I want people to die. Hope you don't like the mayor.
He's gonna say it about himself,
Yeah,
guys.
yep.
Equal opportunity. Oh, sorry, we're not allowed to do that anymore. Should we kick this thing off?
I think we should kick this thing off.
Let's kick it off. Yeah, who's going first?
I don't know. You
I
have
don't
the
remember.
sheet. Yeah, no, we know who's
Oh,
going
Doug.
first.
Oh, we do know who's going up
Doug,
first.
how was your Tuesday? This next guy coming to the stage, he's a stalwart on the Worcester roast scene. He's here every year, and as mentioned before, he's from a racist town. Please put your hands together for Doug Girton, everybody.
Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for having me. How about I give it up for our host, huh? Brian O'Donnell, who looks like a young Kenny Rogers, if all he ate was his fried chicken. And Sean Connolly, look at him. Look at Sean Connolly. Doesn't he look like a used kiddie porn salesman? Smooth talker, that one. All right, guys, today, as always, and I mean that because it's my second year in a row doing this, I'm here to bring you your top 10, everybody. Top 10. That's right, today's top 10 list, top 10 tips for people coming to Worcester. Now, for this, as always, I have a guest to read out the list. For this, I asked the funniest, smartest, most up-and-coming comic we have, very handsome guy. And when he said no, I asked Nate Hilly, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. This means a lot to me to be here.
All right, less talking.
Right, sorry.
Let's read on the cards. All right, top 10 tips for people coming to Worcester. Number 10.
BYOP, bring your own plow.
Winter only joke. Would have worked better 3 months ago. Number 9.
If you fuck a turtle, you will be immortalized forever.
Just a warning. Number 8.
Strangers are never looking for gas money at the gas stations. They want money for drugs. Give it to them.
Number 7.
Hurricane Betty is not the local weather person.
Oh, gosh, thanks. See you there later. Number 6.
Justice for Enrique isn't people upset Enrique Iglesias didn't win a Grammy.
Justice for Enrique. Anybody? Clap your hands. Fuck yeah, I knew it. I knew people knew it. raise awareness. That's right. It's not even a joke. I just wanted to raise awareness. We need fucking answers. The guy was murdered. All right. All right. Fuck yeah. All right. Back to comedy. Number 5.
If you see someone commit a random act of violence at a Burger King, don't call the police. Say thank you for trying to keep rent affordable.
All right. Number 4 tip for people coming to Worcester.
Next time you go to Hurricane Betty's, wear a thicker shirt so the taser probes the police shoot at you don't get to your skin. And don't apologize for shit, because if those $1 bills weren't up for grabs, they should have put a sign up that said so. Somebody drops $1 on the street and no one gives a shit, but all of a sudden on a stage it matters. Tip 4.5, if arugula is there, and she usually works Thursday afternoons during the winter, don't get a lap dance from her. But if you do, keep your wallet in your pants and your hands to yourself. She's gonna point right at her butt. But don't touch it. Evidently that's illegal or something. And you might think to yourself, but not in Rhode Island, right? But no, it's illegal in the entire country. And tip 4.9, you can't do coke there anymore. They took the door off the stall.
Number 3.
Those aren't gunshots. Those are fireworks. Oh no, wait, sorry, those are gunshots.
Number 2 tip for people coming to Worcester.
Head over to Piccolo's restaurant, where they'll literally paint a smile on your face.
And the number 1 tip for people coming to Worcester.
Keep driving.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Go ahead.
Tough Garden and Nate Haley, everybody. How about huh? Hey, guys, at the dais, I just want to remind you, feel free to get a drink anytime, okay? But you come right back. You come right back. They all leave. Wow, Bill. Good job, Bill. Your next comedian coming up, this next performer is Molly O'Connor. Yeah, Molly works in Auburn, lives in Worcester, cares about her community, and has never hit anyone. She's the opposite of a Worcester cop. Your next comedian. Please, a warm welcome, Molly O'Connor!
Do you guys think Sean looks like Danny DeVito and Matilda right now? Like kind of used kitty porn, but also literally that's the same jacket I think that he wears in that movie. Hi. I forgot I have to take this out. It's on my phone. I don't know if you guys knew that Jimmy Cash was supposed to perform tonight, but he was. And he couldn't be here because he's busy making people in other cities laugh and doing a thankless job graciously. And we are left with Sean and Brian and Doug. Not you, other Doug. But, you know, Bill asked also to not say anything mean about him. There's this thing that happened on Mad Men. I just thought of it a few years ago, and it's like, I thought of it just now. It happened a long time ago, but it became a meme where there's a character who says like, "I feel bad for you," and the other guy says, "I don't think about you at all." And like, you know, I hadn't thought of anything. You know. So let's talk about Joe Petty. Yeah, right. So Petty is interesting, right? His last name is Petty. It's an adjective, and it means of little importance, trivial, or insignificant, right? Like, isn't that funny? But I think it's really interesting because it's like, you know, the mayor's role in Worcester is not great, but he does have power and he makes choices. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm stuck here, I can't do anything. And so I kind of think it's like, yeah, petty is a good word to describe him, but it could be like what else? How else could we describe Joe Petty? What could we do? Did someone say dick? That was great. Right, yeah, right. And it's like it could be any number of descriptive words. And I'm not going to take credit for this turn of phrase, but years ago. So like not like when everything was like fine-ish, but like when it was like somewhat more fine. So like 9 years ago, it was like less like now, but still not good. Samantha Bee tweeted something about Ivanka Trump, and she called her a feckless cunt. And I have thought about that every day since it happened, I feel like. And so I thought about the word feckless, which means lacking initiative, but this is the part, strength of character, right? So we could call him anything, but I really like that one, Joe Feckless Cunt. Speaking of Candy Merrill Carlson, she's got a busy weekend ahead of her because, like normally it's a high effort weekend for her because normally when she wants to assimilate to a local cultural group, she just drops one of her last names, right? She's like, I'm Candy Merrill, like I'm Italian like you, or I'm Candy Carlson, like I'm just like a regular white person. But this weekend she's gonna have to work really hard to like get in there, like the Irish folks are gonna be like, and I live in her district. I live in District 2. And we hear a lot of talk from her about like getting back to basics, like what do her constituents care about and need? Because apparently, like trans or otherwise queer constituents don't live in District 2, I guess. Not sure what the deal is with that. But also she's like, she's like trash collection, snow plowing. I almost went to Staples today and printed out an exhibit size poster photo to present to you of the street around the corner where I live in District 2, which had on one side of the street cars parked with a little bit of snow, and on the other side of the street 2 to 5 feet of snow depending on the area. And I want you to guess which side had the parking ban on it, because it was the side that had 5 feet of snow sticking out for a week. So it's not like we're getting those things done, I guess is my point, right? It's not like we're finishing the job. Wicked came out in the fall. Did anyone know Wicked? You guys familiar? But it's like, so Wicked, it's the Wizard of Oz lore, right? It's like it goes into the lore, and not to speak in memes, but like the Wizard of Oz will always be that girl. She will always be famous, and I'll tell you why. Because as we have learned, there are delusional people who worship a fraudulent wizard who is managing a city, who are seeking, for example, a brain like Donna Calorio, or a heart like Candy Merrill Carlson, or courage like Joe Petty. There will always be those people, right? So I recently just finished watching this show called The Traitors. Any Traitors fans here? It's ridiculous. It's a very silly, like pretty camp, very silly, dramatic murder mystery TV show that basically just has a bunch of reality TV stars on it. Local hero and icon Boston Rob Mariano, if anyone's familiar, was on the show, right? And what happened is this guy, he was on Survivor many years ago. He's done 100 game shows since. And every single time he goes on a show, he charms people to the point that they literally fall under his spell. They follow him like ducklings. He'll be like, trust me, and then like send them home the next day. And he was so obviously, so he was the guy who they should have sent him home. Essentially, it was like he should have been sent home. And instead, for 3 weeks, we watched the people sit at this round table in a meeting type atmosphere and do the dumbest possible thing they could do. Does that sound familiar? A bunch of people sitting in a room enamored with a brainless, well, no, Rob's not brainless. That's the problem. We have our city manager, I don't know, enamored with this guy and just like, we're never going to let him go. They'll never let him go, right? And they want Eric Batista to be that for us. And the problem is that he is missing a lot of the things that, for example, Boston Rob Mariano has, like charm and intelligence and like a personality. Not that that makes you good or bad at a job. There's other things that are making him bad at his job. But, I just want to also say that going back a little bit to Candy Merrill Carlson and Joe Petty, or Candy Merrill or Candy Carlson, depending on the weekend. If Counselor No. 1 ever really does get that apology that we're seeking, right? That they are seeking, that like they deserve. I still can't imagine a scenario wherein Candy doesn't then look at them with a stupid JD Vance face and say, have you said thank you once? Right? Lastly, I did not have a time to write a joke about Maureen Benenda. I just want to end my set by saying fuck Maureen Benenda today, tomorrow, and forever. Thank you.
Molly O'Connor! We got to fix the podium. Yeah! Those are just fireworks. Huh?
Yeah, we can improvise. I just want to say one thing. Brad Rowe made us a nice thing, and Molly wanted to call the mayor a C word, and she kicked our podium and broke it. And we're taking it out of the donations, okay? We're doing it. We're taking it out of the donations, right, Sean? Yep.
They're ours now. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulty. I wish we had Jimmy Cash here to fix it. We're good. We're good. Brian's pissed. Brian's not pissed. Brian doesn't get pissed. He doesn't get pissed at all.
I get even.
Oh, he found another mic. Who's next? Oh yeah. I have another joke about him. I got flustered, guys. I'm sorry. You're next. This is not how we planned it. All right. Your next comedian is Camo. Camo is our next comedian. Yeah. Camo grew up in Milford, but frequents Worcester. Sorry, I said that wrong. Cruises Green Hill Park for off-duty cops. It's not just the llamas at the petting zoo who spit, guys. Your next comedian, a warm welcome, Camo!
I've lived in many cities across this country. I've lived in Boston, Los Angeles, and I love Worcester because it's the only place that I am fuckable. I am cruising those parks. If you see a handicapped stall bathroom, knock twice, I'll know what it means, okay? I'll know. I did grow up in Milford. I grew up in Worcester County. I'm very thankful to be from Worcester County. I think there's a lot of things to appreciate about this area. You know, my mom worked at Raytheon her whole life. And we have an above ground pool, so doing well, guys. Love this city. It's great. To prepare, I looked up some facts about Worcester. One of the facts that I found the most interesting was that Worcester is the second largest city in all of New England, which I thought was interesting. Despite our many ODs, we still have second place. We have bad drugs, is what I'm saying, guys, okay? what I'm saying. I thought that would hit a little bit harder, but I think many of you have lost people. So it's fine. It's great. It's okay. I do love Worcester. I've never been to a city that makes it harder to wash your hands. The double faucets are crazy. It's really insane. Like New York City always claims that their food is great because of the water. And I think our food is great because of miracles. I'm not really sure that anyone who is a line cook is washing their hands, because I don't. I'll tell you that much. It's not great. It's not great. I'll say. I love Worcester. I think it's so cool that we can all just be on the set of The Walking Dead. Like that's cool. You know, I used to say Fallout, but when they actually filmed Walking Dead here, I did have to make some changes. So that wasn't great for me. It's not great. I know. Speaking of filming, the great film American Hustle was filmed in Worcester, which was due to budget cuts. I will say it was due to budget cuts. They searched the entire country looking for a terrible place that was stuck in the 70s. They did land here, so that's great. Piece of American cinema. Worcester is also home to the smiley face, the invention of the smiley face, a product made specifically for people who come here and cannot produce a smile. We need merchandise for it, that's right. It's also home to the invention of rocket fuel, which coincidentally, which coincidentally is what Skeeter calls his meth down in Kelly Square. That's right, I buy from him often. It's good products. I also learned this. Sigmund Freud conducted his one and only seminar here in the United States at Clark University. And because of Clark University, he vowed to never return to America ever again. He hated it here so much, he swore off America for the rest of his life. He had horrible opinions about women, but a little bit of taste, so we can at least thank him for that. It's not all wrong. The Worcester Ice Cats. I grew up with the Worcester Ice Cats. They're now the Railers now. Thank you so much. Love the Worcester Ice Cats. The Worcester Ice Cats and the Railers sound less like hockey teams and more like rival wintertime prostitution rings. I will say 2 rival gangs at Sweaty Betty's is what I'm thinking. Speaking of prostitutes, I just want to thank our lovely hosts, Sean and Brian. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. They do look like used car salesmen and also the boys you call to get some brakes cut. So that's cool. Thankful to have them here. The Yogi Bear and Boo Boo of Worcester comedy. Thank you so much. They always remind me of the literary classic of Mice and Men. They really are the George and Lenny. So true. Except they both end up killing small animals. But more importantly, punchlines. They can't seem to make it through. All right, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much.
Camo, everybody, keep it going for Camo. Looks like a really mean Bratz doll. You mentioned Freud. This is a fun fact about Sigmund Freud and Clark. He actually hated Clark so much that he called it mother. So Sean just wrote that right now. Yeah, this is going great. I'm loving this. I'm having a great time. This is the podium I wanted the whole time. The other one was a joke podium. It was for fun. It was supposed to happen like that. Ha, we tricked you, Molly. Yep, we're streaming live on Twitch. Say hi to this Twitch audience, everybody. I'm sure we got 7 or 8 people on there. Hi, Twitch. Thanks. Donate, send a Venmo to WOOtenanny Comedy to support Trans Lifeline, or send a Venmo to Brian O'Donnell to support Cishet White Lifeline. Cishet White Line, that's even better. Are you guys ready for your next roaster? I'm going to be calling Liz Dufresne to the stage next. One moment, I have something to say. I just want to congratulate Liz. Their new show that they produced called Beige is now available on the Fox Soul Network, everybody. Hold on, that's less funny. Because I know when I think Fox and Soul, I think Liz Dufresne. Give it up for Liz, everybody!
You're right. Fox Soul is less funny, but it is also on Amazon Prime. So eat a dick. Sorry, mom. If you're watching, I told you to stop. I told you not. I told you no. If you're still watching, that's on you. I'm unwell. If anyone you can't notice. Before I get started, I do want to thank Ben White. He's one of my favorite Worcester personalities, and he owns at least 3 shirts that say the word "come" on them. Would you like to show everyone the "come" shirt you're wearing today? It says, "I make the THS sound when I come." It's one of my favorites. So if you ever see Ben out and he's not wearing a "come" shirt, remind him he could buy more "come" shirts. This podium is so great. I don't know. This is too much. Okay. So we have so many roasters here tonight, and originally I was just going to roast the city, but I was told I needed more. So here I am, Doug Arthur. What a cutie. I'm not good at roasting. Anyway, a lot of people seem to have an issue with the fact that he has a nice car and founded Worcester Working Families, which I think is so funny because you can have nice things and not be a Republican. Right? You can be a nice person and have nice things. Did you know that you can do both? Anyway, you don't have to think about yourself if you have a good job. You can think about others. Molly O'Connor, honestly, there was nothing of note that anyone thought I could roast you on. You just seem to be a fantastic person. You're energetic. You seem to have an academic knowledge of pop culture. And what I have to say about that is women can have hobbies. Just because it isn't World War I doesn't mean it's any less valid, Derek. I don't know who Derek is, but he's a bitch. Camo, I love you, from the comedy scene. I do have to say, he fucks more straight men in Worcester than I do. Okay. I asked him before if I could make jokes about his sexuality, and he's like, surprise me. He also so frequently uses his hole to advertise for his shows that I think it's impressive that I've never seen his butthole. Raise your hand here if you've seen Cam's butthole. Come on. Ah! All right. It's because I'm in the wrong room. Anyway. What? His butthole's black. Oh, got it. Okay, thank you. I do have 2 notebooks up here if you were wondering. Okay, Sam, that was perfect timing for you. I was really trying to do some research and figure out more about you and how I could roast you. And I actually realized we have a lot in common. We both have quit comedy. We both, it looks like, smoke too much. And according to your IG, I think our cars got impounded at the same lot recently. Unless that was a music video, I can't tell. I'm so sorry. There's more. Anyway, you post notes on IG like it's AIM away messages. I have a feeling this man misses MySpace. Sean, you better be looking at me right now. Yeah. You got to stop stealing all the non-binary clothes from Grime before I can get to them. Okay? We're like practically the same size. Okay? So all those non-binary shirts you've been stealing the button-ups, they're fucking mine. Stop it. It's fine. You stole my button-ups. I'm going to steal your wife. Wow, that got a lot of love. So I'm not actually going to steal his wife. I'm not actually going to, wow, please, I'm telling. I'm not actually going to steal your wife, but his wife did once send him to pick me up from my own house so that I could come hang out with her. That's just true. That's not even a joke. But he did make sure to tell me that I lived across from the first Worcester Park for Poors when he picked me up. And I do have to say, I did know it was a park for poors because I got free lunch there. Thanks, Sean, though. Thank you. I don't have a good order for these. They're just however they came out of my brain. Doug Girton, the other Doug. I don't know if you meant to be roasted, but to me, you give me the vibe of an uncle who doesn't know how to talk to his teen nieces and nephews. You know? You try real hard and you give us like weirdly functional gifts at holidays, but you just sit in the den and watch sports. Or maybe I'm just autistic and can't bond with you in a space like Moyna's where the lights are always on. It's too stressful. Brian. This one's, honestly, you're just like really a supportive person, which is funny because I feel like every time I see you with these, everyone acts like you're a villain. But you're actually so supportive, and I can't think of anything mean to say other than, I mean, maybe, and unfortunately, because you're not in the right outfit tonight, but you kind of look like a character of a Canadian, and that's all I got. It's not wrong. It's not a roast. It's just true. And Bill, I saved you for last because you said you didn't want anyone to say anything mean. No, I won't. So Bill, self-described, he writes about a city that punishes you for caring. And I have to say, I've really been inspired by your work over the years, but I have one big question for you. Can you help me set up my Substack? I mean, if you can't, Molly will. She's already volunteered. Just kidding. I already set it up. I have a post about my butthole on there. It's not a picture of my butthole, but it's about my butthole. Look me up. Anyway. Okay, that's all the jokes I have about the roasters. Are you ready for me to roast Worcester? All right. One of the big problems I see with these roasts is you've never got any Catholic school kids on these motherfuckers. Sorry, am I not supposed to swear? Anyway. You never have any Catholic school kids on here. And I do have to say that I have been to a lot of schools here in Worcester, not like too many, like a normal amount. It's like 4, it's normal. But almost all of them have closed. One is now a thrift store. One is condos. The high school is now a sex den for local teens. No changes there. I told myself I wouldn't make a hand job joke here for my mom's sake in case she's still watching. So I'm not making a hand job joke. It's not even that good. Okay, I'm not going to give you a handy. Wow. No. You said give us the handy. That's inappropriate. All right, now I'm not telling you about the hand job I gave in the 3rd floor boys' bathroom during theater. Anyway, the college I went to, though, is investing in real estate, so I think they're good. I don't think they'll close. You all can figure out where that is because I work for them now, and I'm not saying the name. It's definitely not that one. It's not. I'm not. Anyway, I'm gonna say this comedy was against my parents' wishes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I had other options and I chose this. That's what happened here. Anyway. One of the benefits about living in your hometown is that you run into your elementary school bullies. They were all my teachers. Listen, one of them tried to stop me from reading Roots by Alex Haley, and that's a pivotal book, but also I was 10, so maybe she was right. I have Googled enough information about her to know that she is still alive, and I also have enough information to make a Google alert for her obituary, but I won't. I could, but I won't. Let's see. We'll skip the. All right. Honestly, I have lived my nightmares here in Worcester. I love nightmares. I mean, no, I don't love nightmares. I love Worcester. I guess I do love nightmares then. Anyway, I've lived my nightmares. Have you ever shown up to a frat party in your high school uniform and run into a mean girl from your high school, also in her school uniform at the school girl themed frat party? Listen, I was a nerd. I felt cool, finally. Anyway, back to Worcester. I prefer the old Kelly Square. Am I crazy in this? Okay. Because everyone I mention this to is like, yeah, the peanut. I'm like, get fucked. Who wants a stupid peanut? Also, I mean, I miss it because I used to get to show people an aerial map of Worcester and say, that's why I am how I am. And I can't do that anymore. And that's not fair to me. All right, I have 2 more jokes for you. I don't even know how long I've been up here. Okay, good. I gotta, so that's fine. I feel like Worcester is kind of a child of divorce. Like that's the vibes it gives. And I do say that we need to work on some of the custody agreements in the city, though. There's too many bar flies at too many bars. I need to know when you're going to be there and how long you're going to be there. Because sometimes I just want to go to a bar. I don't need a new stepdad, you know? And I'll end with one really nice thing that I love about Worcester. They have a lot of parks. And that's where I do my best mental breakdowns. So I really appreciate the variety. Thanks.
Liz Dufresne, everyone! Contrary to popular belief, Liz was not born with a fanny pack on. Our next roaster is Doug Arbiter. The birthday boy! Doug would start an anti-vax campaign if it meant he could get repeatedly jabbed by Jose Rivera. Please, a warm welcome for Doug Arbiter!
All right, sorry. Like most gays, I have something stuck in my throat. But before I begin, as you've heard, I just want to say it's my 34th birthday. Thank you so much for coming to my birthday party. Yes. My Venmo is @Arbiter, and every dollar raised for my birthday will be donated to the John Piccolo Bail Fund. No, seriously, this night is about supporting trans folks. It's a deeply important cause, especially, especially now while the federal, wow, this white background isn't helping. Okay. Now, while the federal government continues to heinously target and disenfranchise this community. To help trans people everywhere, I encourage you to keep donating and support this cause. Additionally, I'll be matching every dollar up to $250 donated to Caden Davis before signatures are due in May. Caden is a trans male candidate for city council at large. So if you give to Caden, please send me a screenshot on X or Instagram or text. And if you thought, wow, is that more money than Sean Connolly has made as a comedian? The answer is yes. Brian O'Donnell, everyone. I love that guy. My favorite fact about Brian is that he stabbed a guy once. And that's just why I love him. Sam Mentz is here. Well, he's somewhere. You may remember him for his terrible gay jokes about me 2 years ago. Unfortunately, his jokes tonight will only further showcase that a Mensa he is not. I'm just kidding. Please top me. Ask my husband, it's my type. I had the pleasure of meeting my co-roaster Liz for the first time this week. I was shocked to learn they went to Worcester Catholic School their entire life. I guess I shouldn't have been shocked because they look like the College of Cardinals in conclave is about to elect them the next pope. And if you don't get that, that's an intersex joke. 2 years ago, Brian and Sean roasted me at my belated wedding reception. Thank you, guys. Their jokes were so bad that instead of receiving gifts, I had to pay my guests just so they wouldn't leave. It's true. Another true story. Someone asked me recently, fuck, marry, kill. Bill Shaner, Brian O'Donnell, and Sean Connolly. And I didn't have the answer right then, but I thought about it. And I think I do have my answer. I'd marry Bill. So when conservatives institute the Handmaid's Tale, they'll look at us from behind and they assume I had a wife. Then I'd kill Sean because he just isn't fucking funny. And I'd fuck Brian because I've always wanted to know what it's like to be stabbed in the gut by Brian O'Donnell. Did you say I'm not feeling that? Is that what you said? Oh, God, no, thank you. Brian O'Donnell and Bill Shaner have a Twitch stream that has done much to help get progressives elected in Worcester, as Mo Bergman has done to give Jewish people a good name. Shit, Mo really wanted that joke to bomb. It's okay, guys, I'm Jewish, it's okay. I don't know if you heard, but in an effort to rehabilitate her image after referring to Councilor Nian as it, City Councilor Candy Merrill Carlson has announced she's running for mayor of Derry, Maine, in an effort to, and I quote, save those kids from that evil clown. City Councilor Kate Toomey loves to talk about public safety, but the only thing Worcester residents are afraid of is Kate getting behind the wheel after 5 o'clock. But sorry, let's be fair. Is that woman ever sober? I have such bad dry mouth, sorry. Just a reminder, if Kate Toomey was successful when she ran over Candy in the City Hall parking garage, we may have had 11 councilors willing to show up to work. Sorry, I had to. Former mayoral candidate and current designated survivor, Guillermo Creamer, is here tonight. Stand up and give a wave, Guillermo. Guillermo's name's been coming up a bit. Some folks on the internet concerned that he's merely a power-hungry centrist, which honestly is one, fat-phobic. 2, the only thing that man is hungry for is white trash twinks. And 3, the only thing he's powerful at is bottoming. But good thing for Guillermo, our token white trash twink turned comedian, Camo is here tonight. I don't know if they told you I'm mean. That's why I get invited. Fox News' favorite Worcester queer is here tonight, Josh Croak. Where are they? Give a twirl, Josh. Give a twirl. I love Josh Croak, a beautiful human being. And if I was worth $1 for every person that listened to one of Josh's podcasts, I'd be filing for bankruptcy. I'm just kidding. I love you, Josh. Josh is such a good friend that I accidentally misgendered them 2 years ago, and they still haven't publicly shamed me for it. Mm-hmm. They haven't. I know we're not supposed to stan city officials, but city manager Eric Batista, man, that guy is sexy as hell. Level 10 daddy. He's so hot I let him fuck me in a Moreland Street pothole. I tell you. Worcester, Paris of the 80s. You like your shirt? And maybe making a comeback, I hear, between Eric Batista. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Between Eric Batista and Sean Rose potentially getting elected, I may finally have my chance to see the Eiffel Tower. Got 2 holes for a reason, man. Sorry. Many folks. I need to put this. Many folks have been talking about how Joe Petty is anti-LGBT, which is insane because his wrist is limper than my dick watching David Webb speak at City Council. Sorry, please don't shoot me, David, please. This is a true story, I swear to God. This past Halloween, I spent the weekend in P-Town. After a stranger learned we were from Worcester, he told us there's a famous monthly orgy hosted here for hot gays only. No, I'm dead ass. which is shocking because 99% of the gays in Worcester look like Joe Petty. George Russell's retiring from the city council this year. A huge weight off the progressive shoulders. This may finally tip the scale in our favor. That's a fat joke. It came out this year in the DOJ report that Worcester police officers were having sex with prostitutes in cemeteries. Lord, I have seen what you've done for others. Sorry, sometimes I just want to be violated like the Fourth Amendment. The DOJ report also said the cops used unreasonable force, which is crazy because I didn't know there was a reasonable way to beat your spouse. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
Evil gay Doug Arbiter, everybody! Well, I actually had a couple things I wanted to say about Doug, and I figured it'd be better to wait until after you spoke. If you didn't catch at the beginning of Doug's set, he was trying to score some points with the gender diverse community, which is fine. But if you don't know, Doug had a little bit of a public spat with Councillor Nguyen when they announced they were stepping away from council. Another battle in the long war between non-binary people and the little boy from Chronicles of Narnia who was obsessed with Turkish delights. Look at him. And I want to be clear, Doug is not a racist, okay? Everyone's been saying that the whole night. Out in the crowd and stuff. You haven't heard it, you've been up here. But people are saying it. And he's not racist, okay? He trafficked his husband from South America. So you might know their story from when they were featured on 90 Pound Fiance. I'm allowed to make twink jokes, right? Is that acceptable? All right. Yeah, let's keep this thing rolling right along, everybody, huh? Yeah. Our next presenter, one of my favorite guys in the world. He looks like if Bob Seger took DMT. Bill Shaner, everybody!
All right, first things first, I gotta make some fucking improvements up here. I don't care. Bring it back. Don't pay for it. Perfect. All right, my name is Bill Shaner. And I got some fucking jokes for you, huh? Oh. If America gets invaded by China or whatever, absolutely nothing would change in the city of Worcester. In our Tiananmen Square, the guy standing in front of all those tanks, he's just trying to bum a smoke. They're all there, they're honking their tank horns. They're like, get out the way. And he's like, yeah, whatever, fuck you, buddy. Anyway, thanks to Tu Nguyen for reminding us why we lost the Vietnam War. Why? What do you think that means? No, I'm talking about the greatest land army in human history, the VOC. I'm talking about how they manipulated the racist, sexist hubris of the American cowboy so that when the Tet Offensive came as a complete surprise, crack of lightning in the night. Then it was gone. The moment that broke America forever. If two is Ho Chi Minh, that makes Joe Petty Richard Nixon. somehow even more inept. Can you imagine Joe in front of all those cameras? What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing wrong? I've never done one thing wrong in my life. Anyway, as I was saying, to his Ho Chi Minh, that makes Joe Petty Richard Nixon. Somehow even more inept. Can you imagine that guy up in front of those cameras, holding up those two iconic peace signs, and he goes, I am a crook. oh, wait. That makes his White House plumbers Paul Giorgio and Bill Eddy. They're in Christian King's office right now, actually. They'd have some real dirt on their hands if they could just figure out how to print out this damn PDF. I'd like to thank Donna Clorio for reminding us why we lost the war on drugs. If you're watching White Lotus, you know what I'm talking about. One does not simply stare the way she stares. Au natural. Thank you to Kate Toomey, the only counselor brave enough to say that Irish lives matter. Thank you to George Russell. I don't have a joke. I just like the way he talks. Like when he says property. We got to take care of our properties. Thank you to Sean Connolly for asking me to do this again for some fucking reason. Me and him have a cool thing going. Once a year, he lets me pretend to be a stand-up comedian. Once a week, I let him pretend to be a writer. Speaking of comedians, breakout year for our own Jimmy Cash, huh? Headlining the Wilbur. Wow, that's great. I love Jimmy Cash. He's like if Dave Portnoy had a baby with Oscar the Grouch. Worcester is so unserious. It's just a city of Muppets and Sesame Street characters. Like what is David Webb, for instance, if not Muppet Elon Musk? What is getting spray painted in the face, if not the Muppet version of what needs to happen to Elon Musk? Anyway, it's gotta be so jarring coming into this toon world from a normal place. Can you imagine being Superintendent Rachel Menares? You're a real professional from a real city. You get to your first school committee meeting, and it's chaired by Bert and or Ernie. There's Big Bird, there's Kermit the Frog, there's the Count. And over in the city manager's office, you got Gonzo, and he keeps screaming about how he needs to make more money than you. And then there's Miss Piggy. She's hard staring you down. She's flicking a switchblade. Suddenly it dawns on you, oh, Miss Piggy was the superintendent before me. She's the one that the rest of the Muppets fired. You're her replacement, and now she's out for blood. The job belongs to moi. And you got the Count whispering in her ear. He's going, yes, it's moi, madame. Moi. And then shit. Come to find out, the Count confirmed child rapist. Whew. Yep, City of Muppets and Sesame Street characters. Yep. So that damning DOJ report on the cops, right? Everyone's favorite document. First of its kind on the systemic rape of prostitutes front. Well, after that, the police unions are back at the negotiating table, and they're claiming a change in work conditions. They have to pay for the sex now. No. They're reasonable. It doesn't have to be a salary increase across the board. They're willing to settle for a stipend. Thing about the elites in Worcester is they're not that elite. We're not talking private jet trips to private islands here. Like Tim Murray. He might be doing his cocaine in nicer bars, but it's not nicer cocaine. He's taking emergency shits at 11 p.m. just like the rank and file. When they make the Karen Reed docudrama, I think it'd be cool if they write the Aidan Kearney character as her gay best friend. They find the sassiest up-and-coming twink in Hollywood, say lines like, "Oh my fucking God, you guys, the mainstream media is like silencing my whole ass." The judge gives him a gag order. And you just go, "Yes, Daddy." Okay. Last election cycle, Joe Betty claimed to be a member of the LGBTQ community. How's he going to top that this year? Is he going to announce that he's taking a walk on the wild side? If we declared ourselves a sanctuary city for ladyboys instead of for trans people, Mo Bergman would have voted for that shit. Easy. Shouts out to Doug Arbiter, everyone. Yeah. When JD Vance talks about the normal gays, Doug is exactly who he means. If JD Vance went skiing at Wachusett instead of that mountain in Vermont, there might not have been any protests, but there definitely wouldn't have been any spare change left in his car. Say there's ever a Chernobyl type situation in Worcester. I nominate Kenny Merrill Carlson to put on the hockey pads and shovel the coals off the roof. I think that's the job she deserves. I think we can all agree. Now that Polar Park is in the red because that developer backed out on the building he was going to put along that left field wall, I have an idea for how we get back in the black, baby. Historic brown site tours. Folks, right here, right under your very feet, is enough enriched uranium to make Iran a world power. The Woo Sox have their own ideas, of course. Just recently, they announced some new thing called the Royal Wooters Club. I am not sure what that is, but I know what it sounds like. A Civil War era pedophile ring. Oh, Mr. Steinberg, shall ye be joining us for a night of royal wooting? Wink, wink. They're all at the Wooters Club one night. There's, Steinberg, there's Ed Augustus, there's Joe Petty, Craig Blaze, Mike Angelini. Don't sue me in a video game. This isn't actionable. And just when things start getting real freaky, Tim Murray goes, "Oh shit, sorry guys, I gotta take a shit." All right, that's my time.
Bill Shaner, everybody, let him hear it one more time. Oh, that was great. I'm glad we did this. That's good. That's just prolonging my feelings about the podium. It's fine. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay. This is driving me nuts. I said it's fine, okay, Molly? We're only going to charge you half for destroying our podium. It's part of our new brand rollout. We're now a podium-based comedy club. We let her on. I don't know. We have a quota, and we fulfilled it. Molly, you don't have a microphone right now. And Liz, you want to be the last non-binary person on this roast?
Oh, me?
I won't hear it any. Please, we need to keep this going, okay? My shirt's gonna come untucked again. Everyone's gonna make fun of me. Stop doing that. It's not my fault. My clothes don't fit. They accidentally gave me opposite Ozempic. Okay? They were out of the regular stuff. They gave me Ozempic. Dealing with a lot, okay? Everyone has their own struggles. Mine are mostly opposite Ozempic and this podium, okay? But the roast is going great. We've raised a lot of money for Trans Lifeline so far. Yes. And coming up next, we got one of the damn stars of this whole outfit. Sean Connolly is going to be coming to the stage. I mentioned at the top of the show, I'm actually happy to hear not a lot of people have made gay jokes about you, which is only surprising to me because I've known you for 15 years and I hear how people talk to you. And I'm glad. And I don't think it's fair because the only gay thing I've ever seen you do is 69 Mr. Met. But people have made a lot of pedophile jokes about Sean Connolly tonight. Which I don't think is fair, because the only pedophilic thing I've ever seen you do is make hentai of Mr. Met. Team Met. Please welcome to the stage, Sean Connolly, everybody!
Boy, all right. Let's just get right to it. Aiden Carney. He just keeps going to court for abuse and witness intimidation, and all just because he wants to fuck Karen Reed. Aiden just intimidate and threaten to have sex like the Worcester Police Department does. Restaurateur John Piccolo spray painted David Webb in the face at City Hall. Wild, true, yes, but if you had a spray can, your first target would be to tag something that's dumb and flat. Don't shoot me. Pastamani closed. Can you believe it, guys? Pastamani closed. It's unfortunate, really. Turns out he just doesn't want to stuff meat in pasta. But hostesses, too. Are you guys friends with him? Jesus. Yeah, the food's good. Who cares? Like, yeah, Michael Jackson's movies, the music is good too. I did it. Sam, I did it. He's one of ours now. He chose us. The DPW did a pretty horrible job cleaning up snow and ice this winter. Can you say that? Yeah, we all agree on that one. Pretty awful job. Though based on their voting record, they just want to keep ice around. St. Patrick's Day Parade is Sunday here in Worcester. Don't be surprised if you see more garbage around. Bottles, Solo cups, Webster Square white trash. Someone said it's true. The Hotel Vernon was shut down for a week after a bartender assaulted a patron with a baton. Pretty rough stuff. Apparently, the patron had a shot of Jameson and said, "Hit me again," and the rest is history. A recent report has come out that Polar Park, in fact, is not paying for itself. Yeah, it turns out Polar Park is just like the police department. Won't pay for stuff while fucking half the city. In what will just be another cemetery soon. What Candy Marrow Carlson said to Tuna Yen was degrading, bigoted, and hateful. But I think Candy is so racist that she saw an Asian in a shirt and tie and thought it was the IT department. That's all I got, guys. Too real? Your next Your next roaster is Sam Mensa. It's your turn, pal. Yeah. No, sit down. Sam he's actually a former student of mine. I taught him at South High School. Yeah, he's a polymath. Like I brought it up before. He's music, modeling, acting, writing. He does it all. He's a true polymath. And a polymath is what you call a bunch of WPI students who date each other. Give it up for Sam Mensa!
That was too quick, Mr. Conley. I know you have some more heat. How's everybody doing tonight? Another round of applause for Mr. Conley, please. I know they've been calling me Sam, but I actually go by Hakeem now. That's my stage name. As you can see on the panel, I am the only black person on the panel, but I repeat, I am not the DEI hire. That's Doug, because he's gay as shit and has half a brain. I'm actually really fucking hungry right now. I've been doing Ramadan. I'm not a Muslim. I just like the disciplinary aspects of it. And what I mean to say is I could see why the World Trade Center had to come down, because them Twin Towers is probably looking like two big-ass French fries, okay? Because I am hungry and I am violent. I understand. We got a great cause going on right now. It's the trans community. Round of applause for the trans community, please. I have mad respect for the trans community. Even when I was younger, I was always like, why are you guys disrespecting these people? They are dead ass, okay? Because if you could look at your own dick and want to cut it off, you are not joking around, okay? You really mean that shit. Because whenever I look at my dick, I'm just like, damn, that's a big ass dick right there. And if we're doing a ranking, if you look at, I definitely got the biggest dick on the panel. Just a little bit more about me, besides like the massive size of my cock. I'm a rapper and a local comedian, so I am not doing too well in life right now. We'll figure it out later. I almost forgot to write jokes about Worcester because I was so, I wanted to roast him so bad. But I thought about it a little bit, and what I do like about Worcester is it's like a big enough city where there's a lot of people, but it's small enough where the drugs are not diluted. You know what I'm saying? The drugs are really good, and the drugs are really good because if you've ever been on King Street, that shit looked like a scene out of fucking World War Z. All you see is motherfuckers walk around with their brains out, limbs missing, motherfuckers talking about whatever they on. Let me get a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? But what's interesting about Worcester is it's going through like a transitional phase right now where there's a whole bunch of gentrification. You know what I'm saying? The prices are going up. It's so bad now that like white people are just not scared of getting robbed. You got white girls walking on Main Street like, oh my God, it's so fucking nice. Oh my God. It's so safe. A couple weeks ago, I saw this white lady getting robbed. I did not step in. I saw her getting robbed. And you know what the fuck she told this motherfucker? She was like, you can go to prison for that. I think he knows. I think he fucking knows. Let's get on to the roast. So another round of applause for Mr. Conley for it. It's weird. I call him Mr. Conley because he taught me in school. Everybody called him Sean. I call him Mr. Conley. And it seems like a lifetime ago. High school seems like a lifetime ago. And for him, I'd say it's about 75 to 50 pounds ago, right? You gotta get on the treadmill, Mr. Conley. Back in high school, Mr. Conley was really suave. I know it looks confusing now, but he was really suave. And the girl that I was dating at the time used to always be like, oh my God, I love being in Mr. Conley's class. He's so funny, he's so suave. I'm like, damn, bitch, you gonna leave me because he has a 401k and a car? Give me some time, I'm fucking 14. He's definitely doing that thing where you kind of live through your son. I respect it because because the last time I seen his son, he had a whole full head of hair, and I think you got like 20 strands left. Dougie, my fucking dog, Doug. Doug is what you call a professional homosexual. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. You know what I'm saying? Doug is really into pickleball. He's really into pickleball, but I think he just likes throwing around shit that remind him of testicles. We was going over the jokes earlier, and every time I would say my joke, Doug would smack me on the ass talking about good joke. I mean, it's a good joke. I said, Doug, we are not fucking playing basketball. You know what he said? He said, shut up and dribble. Let me tell you something, Doug. I know you want my asshole, but you cannot have my asshole, okay? All right. Doug Gurton. Doug Gurton, another Doug. Right, come on, Doug. I like Doug because he got like a ruggedness about him. He looks like if Paul Rudd was clinically depressed. Or if Jason Sudeikis like never took a shower. A real SNL reject face, I'd say. Brian, I'm going to Brian. Damn, I'm going through like an author's roundtable of like white guy names right now. Sean, Doug, whatever. I like Brian because he has like a every type of white guy look. Like he looks like, if he told me he was a plumber, I'd be like, I believe it. If he told me he was a summer camp counselor, should I believe it? And if he told me the Holocaust was a myth and the Jews controlled the world, I'd also I could see a guy like that saying that, He's real malleable. He looks like he was in a band called Acid Reflux. I had a fat joke, but he's just fat. I ain't got Lizzie, what's up, girl? Liz is one of those they, them, these, they shit. They want every fucking adjective. We got nothing left. Liz is a lesbian, but you could see that from a mile away. Don't believe her. Don't believe her. She just ain't come out yet. It's like the thing about lesbians is like the first time they realize they're lesbian, it's like they get possessed by like the spirit of a 12-year-old boy. Like, I need to shave off the sides of my hair. And I'm going to leave the top. It's like we already knew you was a lesbian. Okay, because you came in here with a Led Zeppelin t-shirt tucked into your pants and you keep tackling everybody. Okay? Stop tackling people. Bill Shaner. I like Bill because he has one of those almost dignified looks, like in 20,000 BC, he could have been a great warrior like Namor or Yamul the Great, but he was born too late, so he just writes shitty ass columns about the city. And my last victim, Molly, I'm gonna be real, kind of like what Liz said. I couldn't really figure out no. You just look like a regular ass white bitch. You just like a 9-to-5 nurse, just a regular ass white bitch. But I'm looking at you now. You got some big ass teeth. That's what I'm going with. You got some big ass fucking teeth. Come on, give us a smile. Everybody give a round of applause for her big ass teeth. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you.
Sam Mentz, I'm so proud of him. You got some big ass teeth is the most Vernon Hill snap I've ever heard in my entire life. It's just like I used to drop Sam off after school, and like it would be like me dropping him off, and then some kid just like on the corner just was like, "Hey, what's up, ball head?" Like, like it's stupid, but it hurts so much. Vernon Hill gets you every time. You ready for your final roaster? Hey, I just want to thank you all so much for being here and raising money for the Trans Lifeline, and thank you to the White Room for hosting us. Great venue. Your last roaster of the evening. You know, a lot has been said about him, and I just truly, I've said so many roast jokes about this guy in the last 15 years. I don't have anything else. I just don't have another joke. He's fat. Give it up for Brian O'Donnell.
That doesn't feel better. Saying someone's big bone doesn't feel that much better. It's like saying I wear husky clothes. We all know. Yeah, they cost $2 more, but they don't have to call me fat. I'm not fighting it anymore. Fuck this. I'm untucking my shirt. Get over it. I got a dog. I don't need to impress anybody. Oh man, this is so great. I'm very happy to be here tonight. Thank you all for coming. Give it up for the dais, everybody. I would tell more roast jokes about them, but I forgot all their names, so we'll just move on. Let's see. A lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff here. A lot of thoughts about the city. And one day a week isn't enough. So I'm just gonna dive in right here. I am fat. I also just got glasses for the first time. Yeah. Really distracts from the rest of the body. It's nice. But I got glasses for the first time, and holy shit, Donna Colorio, your hair. What the hell happened there? Between Donna's hair and the constant blankly shocked look on her face, Donna looks like her shotgun just backfired on her while she was trying to shoot a gender non-conforming rabbit. Wabbit, I mean, sorry. The city government is very interesting, okay? Like on one hand, you have Donna Colorio, who you couldn't express what she thought if you paid her. And on the other hand, you have Eric Batista, who refuses to say what he thinks despite the fact we're going bankrupt, paying for his fucking car. It's so annoying. He drives a Jeep, okay? We shouldn't have to pay for that. If we're paying for your car, it should be like a regular car. You know what? Actually, if we're paying for your car, it should be a Tesla. I should be able to freely piss on your car if I'm paying for it. Yeah. All right, let's talk about Mo Bergman. You guys want to talk about Mo Bergman? Yeah, I'm going to do this. Mo Bergman, I disagree with you and don't like most of your ideas. Too anti-Semitic? Careful. During a recent council meeting, somebody in the gallery actually accused Mo of being in the KKK. Yeah. And that's wrong, okay? Mo's not in the KKK. He just defends cops as his clients. They're in the KKK. Some of those that work forces, I've seen that burn crosses. I don't know if you've ever heard Bill say that. Louis Ojeda is on the council. Couldn't tell you a thing about him. Honestly, just don't know anything about him. And I still like him more than 66% of the city council. So good for you, dog. Stay in the cut. Let's see. I was designed to do that. Get that small laugh out of Sam. Who else? Who else? I've already spoken more tonight than Jenny Pasillo has her entire term, so that's fine. We're friends, I think. Hard to tell. We've been talking a lot about decorum at city council lately. Who's got it? Who wants it? Joe Petty dog whistling versus gender diverse people pleading for their lives. Which is valid? Who could say? Hard to know. Who else do I love? Kate Toomey. Kate Toomey, one of my faves. One of my most common DM friends. Kate's actually been remarkably quiet during this whole term, mostly because she seems to have an upper respiratory illness for every meeting. I think that even her throat was sick of her bullshit and was violently rebelled. Speaking of violent rebellions that Kate doesn't understand, happy Irish History Month, I guess? I don't know. She called for that the other day. It's really funny to me that Kate advocates so hard for the Irish and women's history, two causes that she explicitly does not support the tenets of, and veers wildly around reckoning with that they both boil down to the ideas that cops are bad and abortion is necessary. She don't fuck with that. Kate claims that Catholics are the most persecuted people on earth. Meanwhile, she probably thinks Bobby Sands and Eamon de Valera are the names of two drag kings she wanted escorted out of City Hall last month. Oh, there you go. Good, right? Know some stuff. I went to the Kill 'Em Hand once. Joe Petty. Joe Petty's very much like the Columbus statue he's responsible for. Stiff, hollow, hated by many, ignored by most, but ultimately supported by a dwindling band of Italians who have just enough sway to keep him upright. I think we should do the exact same thing to the statue and to the mayor. Distract the cops and melt them. I'm dead serious. We should replace the Columbus statue with an actual Italian hero, Luigi Mangione. Yep. Never fails to get a huge pop. Luigi is representing the true Italian-American legacy, like Sacco and Vanzetti before him, of being railroaded with no evidence for a crime that if they actually did commit would be fucking cool as hell. I'm not saying we should murder Joe Petty. Please, far be it from me. I'm listening when people say, no, I'm not. I'm just saying, I'm not saying we should murder Joe Petty. I'm saying we should treat him just like his father. Take his arms and legs and facial features and hair and bowler hat off and pack them inside his body and then let him go hang out with fucking Woody and Buzz and Slinky Dog. It's a Mr. Potato Head joke, everybody. It's a Mr. Potato Head and Toy Story joke. It's a high wire act. Also, I want to talk about Candy Merrill Carlson. Candy Merrill Carlson likes to call people it, but you got to understand that's a term of endearment for her because she's a clown from the sewer with a gaze that can only be described as deadlights. Candy fucking sucks. Candy only dehumanizes people to bring them down to her and Kate Toomey's level, though. So you gotta. Thank you. Thank you, Clarkies. It's no secret that I support Rob a lot over Candy. Yep, not shy about it. And I absolutely believe he can beat her in this race. Do you guys believe that as well? Oh yeah, I absolutely believe Rob can beat her in this race. And to be clear, I'm talking about a foot race. She seems sedentary, is all I'm saying. What, are we not Is that not? Are we not into that one? That's fine. Rob told me I couldn't say it, and I did it anyways. Just kidding. I didn't ask. I don't. If you ask, then somebody might say no, and then where would I be then? All right, Candy Merrill Carlson. Let's get back into it. I fucking hate bullies. Yeah, which is maybe an ironic thing to say tonight while I'm dragging people up here to bully them with my friend. But I do. I hate bullies. And Candy is such a vicious little bully when it comes to keeping her spot on the council. Just such a trash person at every turn. She reminds me of that sentient garbage heap from Fraggle Rock, which she also looks like. It's a little millennium humor. Clark Kent. Fraggle Rock was an old show. That we used to have cable, and you paid for extra channels, and one of the channels was the Disney Channel, and your grandmother had it, and she taped 5 shows off of it, and you watched them for an entire year. And one of those was Fraggle Rock. Check it out. It's probably on fucking Amazon Prime or Fox Soul. Yeah, and for what? Why is she a bully? She's a friend of developers and small businesses. How fucking well is that going in this city lately? We got a lot of development and small businesses thriving. Cool. Show me where they are. Her morals are as vacant as the empty lot she presides over. You guys don't like vacant lot jokes? It's fine. I think she should actually welcome Rob winning a council seat. If he made the city more accessible, she maybe wouldn't have to use a tiny ladder to climb on the sidewalk after she rides her Fox Swift in from the forest. Folks, she's a gnome. See, Clarkies, there used to be this channel called Nickelodeon. And there was, at 5 a.m., there was this really, really weird show called David the Gnome. And this guy was rubbing noses with this fox. And it was, it just made me a communist. Somehow it made me a communist. Check it out. It's probably on YouTube. Candy is such a transphobic xenophobe. If she put on a quarter zip fleece, I'd think she was Doug Arbiter. Kitchen strays back there. You think you get away with it just because you said you want me to fuck you? I'll do both. Doug's right. I did stab somebody. I don't know. If you didn't know that I was about that life. Resign, Candy. Resign, for the love of God. You don't deserve your seat after the things you said about WOOtenanny. Plus, that girl from Inside Out needs you back inside her brain, bumming her the fuck out. Guys, that's my time. Fuck Candy Merrill Carlson. Kick her off the council.
Brian O'Donnell! Give it up for all the roasters you saw this evening.
Sean,
What?
wait.
Okay.
We have one more thing to do.
Oh.
Who gave $100 or more by round of applause? Not you, Doug. Who was it? Are they here? They gave $100 and didn't show up? Someone also gave $100 and didn't show up. This is the most important part of the roast right now. Why wouldn't they yell it if they were here? So I know who's second. I know who's in second place with $80.
Oh.
Che, get up here.
I wonder what word it's going to be.
Hey, we could get a good one. We could get a good one.
There's one I'm thinking about.
What's the word?
Shit.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Or a slur?
No, I was talking about swear words.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
It doesn't have to be a slur. I just said that if you are going to say a slur, it has to be one that applies to you, okay?
And Italians.
no, I got you, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say it for all three of us in the room right now. It's okay. It's, no, it's fine. It's me, you, and like one sister back there. We gotta hold it down. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's all right. The world, 17 people are watching. We can't let them down.
UMass Chan is watching.
I couldn't.
UMass Chan Medical is watching.
That's also true. That is my day job. I can't say words there. That took away like 7 words.
I thought they closed.
Okay, sir. Don't believe everything you read in all the papers. Okay. Darn it. I don't want to get fired. Fuck.
Yeah! Jay Anderson, everybody. That's our roast. Give it up for all the roasters.
Yes!
Give it up for the White Room. Give it up for the hamburgers. Make sure you take care of them.
Woo!
Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for Trans Lifeline, everybody. Thank you so much for raising some money for a great cause.
wheel!
Thank you, everybody. Get home safe. Have a good night. And remember, Joe Petty's a stupid idiot. Bye!